Down in this canyon behind me is the spiral rock petroglyphs. It's a very unique site. Not a lot of people know about it. Not that many people have actually been down to take a look at it. The hike down there is right along the edge of a cliff, so let's go check it out. Okay, well, we're coming up on the area where we need to start going down the cliff face. Give you a little bit of perspective. This is a very nice area here. All right, we are heading down into that area. It's straight down. Okay, I mentioned the trail is right on the edge of the cliff. It's not too bad, but you do need to pay attention because we are right out here on the edge on these rocks. And you gotta watch out for these guys. This is a real good look at that canyon. We just came along that edge right over there. And we're gonna head right back up into here. All right. All right, we're coming up on some pretty good art. These spirals, it's what this area is known for. There is so much artwork on these walls, and it just continues all the way back into there. We'll walk back in there. These markings here are about 10 to 15 feet off of the ground. We'll go back in here for some more. there and see them a little bit closer. You can see there are quite a few spirals. Generally, when you see these, they're signifying an energy, a vortex. And this entire area is full of spiral petroglyphs. You can see that many of these look like they're scratched into the rock, and then some of them look as if they are pecked into the rock. You can see this is an example of something that looks like someone started but didn't finish. Some very unique drawings here. Some of them are easily identifiable, and you see in the southwest of the Sinagua people. Some of these are unique to this site. And continue up this rock face quite a ways. Here's another series of markings. There are some things that are identifiable here. This is kind of an interesting one there. This animal is etched into the rock differently than some of these other animals that you see here. And the site continues back into this alcove where you can see the spiral rock. As I mentioned before, these spirals generally signified some type of energy that the people felt in this area. And this particular area also has some nice juniper trees that have some natural twisting to them anyway, but when you begin to see them twist into knots like this, it's said that that's also a sign of a potential energy vortex. The markings on the spiral rock, and this one here is of interest. There are actually 3 of these on this site, and they are all basically the same. This spiral with a trailing arm on it. It's definitely a different figure than the traditional spirals that you see. Maybe it's indicating the trek into this area on the trail to get to this site. I don't think we'll ever know, but it's very interesting. Here's some more markings on the back side of the spiral rock. You can see a person, another spiral. I've moved along this cliff before to see if there's anything else. There doesn't appear to be. This is a great shot of this beautiful canyon where this resides. Pan back in and give you an idea of the actual site. This is a pretty cool place. The Sinagua people that were here probably 1,000 years ago felt this was very special as well. There are several spirals. In fact, the walls are covered with spirals, which was indicative of some type of energy that they felt. There were no indications of any buildings here or any fires. That doesn't mean that this was not habitated by the Sinagua people. This could very well have been a extremely easy, livable place without a structure, the way that it's tucked in here and covered and sheltered. But this was probably a place that they traveled to with some spiritual meaning for the tribe. This is just a wonderful location. It is not that well known. Though the trail down here is pretty easy, this is not in the mainstream hiking maps or trails that you would normally find in this area, but it's a very special site. If you have the opportunity to come down here and look at this, this is very unique, and I hope that you enjoyed the trek down here to the Spiral Rock.